What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today with the review for Sistas Season 6, Episode 3. This episode is titled Fanning the Flames, guys. So before we get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and aren't subscribed yet, then do me a solid favor and stop taking out in this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning your post notifications on, and sharing the video. And with that out the way, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this episode review of Sistas, shall we? Alright, you guys, so the beginning of this episode, you guys, I know it was supposed to be serious, but I cracked up laughing the entire time because it was hilarious to me. So you guys remember in last week's episode, they ended with Pam pulling up to the salon and seeing the salon. So the salon is no longer on fire. They put the fire out, right? So Pam walks up to the fireman, and the way she was crying, I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. Like, her acting was just horrible. But, so she was asking them, can she go inside? And they were like, no, they're waiting for the coroner to come because there's a body in there, right? And she's like, oh my God. Oh, this Karen's car. Go. It was hilarious. Like, I didn't mean to laugh at her, but the way she was acting, it was atrocious. Oh my God, it was horrible acting. It was horrible, but funny at the same time. So, Aaron showed up, and, Pam was telling him what happened to the salon, and Aaron wants to blame Pam for what she did. Now, here's the thing that I still have a question about. How in the hell did the curls catch on fire? I mean, the curls would have to be near something hot, like a cloth or something, right? But that's neither here nor there. The salon caught on fire. There's a deceased body in there, right? So Aaron is trying to get some answers, and I was like, wait a minute, ain't Aaron a preacher? Because Aaron was saying damn and shit, and I was like, Aaron, ain't you a preacher? A son of a preacher, man. But okay. So we see Zach. So Zach then went over. We at Fatima and Andy's in office, right? So Zach showed up to the office. He told Fatima, I had talked to Heather, and Heather's talking about how when she's at work, her sister's watching Michael, but then when she gets home, she's with Michael, but she goes to sleep. And so Fatima was like, well, she's technically not watching him. And correct, she's not watching that little boy. He was like, but she said he got his tablet and everything. But does Heather, never mind, we'll talk about Heather when we get there, right? So Zach and Fatima decide that, okay, when it comes to her lunch break, they'll go over to Heather's crib and they'll check on Michael. So they're gonna go for her lunch break. So let's pause here, and we're gonna go ahead and move forward, guys. Next up, you guys, let's talk about Sabrina. So I tweeted this Wednesday night when I was watching the episode. Like, I don't know who irks my spirit more between Sabrina, Karen, or Andy. And somebody was like, all three of them, and I was like, you know what? I absolutely agree, right? Because all three of them annoy me for different reasons, and it's so funny that they tried to come down on Danny, but y'all are not perfect. So Bio came over to Sabrina's house. I even tweeted this as well. Bio is creepy. There's something off about Bio. I just can't put my finger on Bio. Bio is not who he portrays himself to be, right? So Sabrina is thanking Bio for what he's done for her, right? And, she told him how she thinks she's going to lose her job and get fired. And he was like, oh no. So she's like, she can't pay her rent. He was like, oh, I can help you. I was like, yes and no, Sabrina. Because he might help you, but I still feel like he gonna want a favor for what he did for Maurice. I still feel that way. Because like I said, there's just something about Bio that I'm not that trusting of. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So then, he was like, well, let me take you out to lunch. And she was like, I don't have any money. He's like, it's on me. So she's like, okay, let me get my purse and my cell phone. He said, leave your purse and leave your cell phone. I was like, bitch, if you leave, you better not leave that cell phone. Take that cell phone and your keys with you. Make sure you have everything with you in case you have to run away from a nigga. Like, no. So, moving back over to Andy and Fatima, we see as they finish up a deposition, right? So, Fatima is singing Andy's praises. And, she's like, I'll never be as good as you. And it was like, you're right, you won't. You'll be better than me. I was like, nah, I think you meant the way you said it the first time. She won't be better than you, right? So she's telling Fatima that she needs to get back into school, and Fatima's telling her how she and Zach haven't really set a wedding date, and she was like, is what's the holdup? And she was like, she wants Karen and Heather to sign those papers. So then Andy said something. I was like, wait. Put a big square on this and like throw a flag in the play, right? Because Andy said that we don't even know about Karen at this point. I was like, but Karen, see, this is why I always lose. Tyler loses me because I be thinking that Tyler be forgetting the shit that he writes because you specifically wrote in episode in last season, towards the end of last season, when Karen went to that doctor, and that doctor gave her a rough estimation of when she conceived, even though I believe it's Karen's baby. Remember, Karen was like she's 100 because when Danny asked her, so who's the father? She said it was Zach, and she's adamant that it's Zach's. But now we still don't know that it's Zach's or Aaron's. I'm like, oh my God, Tyler, can we stop with this storyline right here? Because I'm really tired of it, right? So they were finished talking, and Andy noticed that Tamara was at the office, right? So Fatima went to go. She was about to yoke Tamara up, but Tamara was like, I came to bring Hayden lunch, and he's looking. So Fatima walked away, and Zach came up. He's like, what was that? And she's like, oh, nothing. I just don't trust her. He was like, why? They're like, we can jump her. Like, if you want to, we can jump her. And I was like, oh, come on, Zach. But no, we don't need to jump her. We don't talk about Tamara. Tamara went to that office, right? Her acting is bad too. Her acting is bad, and it's bad in the sense that you can see through her. Like, you can see that she's probably running the game on Hayden. The over exaggeration of daddy. It's the over exaggeration. Like, I'm so over Tamara. I want Tamara gone just as much as I want Hayden gone. But I want you guys to just let me know what you think about that in the comments. So Hayden is telling Tamara that they're going to be going to Miami because he got to do some work down there, and he also just wants to show her around. Let me know what you think. Let's pause here. Move forward. So we're at the airport, and Jonah's ex, she came up to Danny. So she got to go check on her son, and she's telling Danny that she apologizes for the last time, and Danny was like, girl, I don't even recognize you. Knowing she does, right? So then she tells Danny, you might want to be careful of Jonah. And Danny was like, me be careful of him? Why? She said he's out of jail. She said, oh, so you knew he was in jail? She said, yeah, he always calls me when he goes to jail. He always blames it on the woman. And she said, so you bailed him out? She says, no, I ain't bailed that fool out. I was like, girl, I bet you lying like a motherfucker, because I bet you bailed that no good ass nigga out, right? So she went and sat down. Then here come Hayden and Tamara's annoying ass. He wants to know where the VIP, basically like the VIP section is to sit. And she was like, there are 2 seats right there, and there's some back there, right? And so him and Tamara eventually walked away. And it was so funny when that woman, when Jonah's ex was like thirsty or desperate or something like that, and Dan was like, "Amen, system," because he really is. So how about so next up, Andy. So Andy is in her office, and she called Gary up on the phone, right? So she's being professional when she's talking to Gary. So Gary asked her out on a date, and she says no. So then he asked her, was Robin there? I was like, Gary, that's the problem with Gary. Like, Gary is too controlling, and it's, oh, Jesus, I can stand Gary. He really gets on my nerves. Like, you guys you don't understand how much I can't stand Gary, right? But, Gary just gets on my nerves, right? So the receptionist comes in, and she says that there's someone there for Andy. So Andy was like, it's a client, so I'm gonna call you back later. He said, no, it's not. I said, oh my God, Andy. Like, Andy just looks over everything Gary does. So there's a singing telegram out there, and she's singing "Have You Ever" by Brandy, and she had a beautiful voice. I will give her that. She sang that so beautifully. And I was like, this dumb bird right here is probably falling for it. And lo and behold, this dumb bird was falling for it. So she said, Gary, if I go out on a date with you, will you tell her to leave? He said, yeah. So Andy agrees to go on a date with Gary, and she told the lady she could leave. I was like, you are a moron. He does all these manipulation tactics to try to, like, It's manipulation, and I just don't understand how like me and my friend were actually talking about sisters. Andy is a educated bird. Mm, she's an educated bird, right? She's just an educated bird. I'm not gonna say what I called her with my friend, but she's an educated bird. And she, when it comes to Gary, she drops all common sense behind his penis, and it's just like, girl, is it that good? Because I can't imagine it is, right? So then she got a call. So Gary got a call from Aaron to come down to the salon, right? So that's that. We're gonna pause here and we're gonna move forward, guys. So next up, we see Maurice. So Maurice went down to the hospital. Now, honestly, you guys, I don't really know what Maurice was expecting when he went down to the hospital, where Q is. I don't know if he felt like he would have some kind of revelation to say, let me be honest and say that I lied on Maurice and Sabrina, that they didn't rob the bank, that they didn't put me up to this. I honestly don't know what Maurice was thinking was going to happen, right? Q had no qualm. Like, if this motherfucker said that you and Sabrina robbed the bank, then went back to your home and stayed there while you were in jail, then took all the shit out of your apartment, then took your car, why do you think this motherfucker gonna have any kind of a change of heart at this point, Maurice? Like, I was just like, what the hell? And I don't know what more, like, even Q said it. I don't have a heart, Maurice. Like, I don't know what you're trying to appease to. I was thinking the same thing. What are you trying to appease to, Maurice? So Maurice at one point told him he would have him taken out. I was like, okay, that might be your best bet, but that's not gonna change that you and Sabrina are still looking at conspiracy with this bank robbery. Like, that doesn't change the fact of that. So I didn't understand this whole scene. Like, I really didn't. And then the fact that Maurice was trying to tell him that he cared about him, I'm like, once again, Maurice, I don't think that that's appealing to Q on any level whatsoever, right? I don't believe it's appealing to him. So I think you are wasting your breath at this point, right? So the next scene we got is Zach and Fatima. So Zach and Fatima, they got over to Heather's crib, right? And little Michael was outside playing by himself. And I was like, wow. But you know what? I don't know people who've done this, but you do see this quite often where sometimes this happens with kids where their parents, well, women or men, have so many kids that they tell the other kids to watch them and they be outside playing, right? So Michael was outside playing. So the nosy neighbor across the way, she called Heather a lazy bitch. Her words, not mine. And looking at it, you can definitely tell that Heather is a lazy person, right? That don't do shit for her son. So we found out the little boy, he doesn't talk, so I'm assuming he might be autistic. And then the neighbor was like, he still wears diapers. And she don't know how old he is, but he's still wearing diapers. That little boy looked like he a good 3 or 4 years old, maybe older than that. He still got a diaper on. That again goes to the lack thereof of parenting from Heather. So they went inside the house, and Heather came out. Heather called that baby slow. I was like, way to talk about the child, girl. Like, and then that house was nasty as hell. Had hot Cheetos and all that kind of stuff. She told Fatima them at one point they could have a seat. Fatima was like, we good. I was like, I know you good, girl, because I would not sit there, right? So Heather is more concerned about this money that Zach wants to give her. And the more Heather talks, the more I don't believe that this is Zach's child. Like, nothing in me believes this is Zach's son. So then some random ass nigga came in asking, who the hell is this? And Heather said, that's that nigga's daddy. I was like, that's that nigga's daddy? Not your, that's my son's father? But that's that nigga's daddy. Like Michael is a teenager or even a grown adult. You called him that nigga. That's that nigga's daddy. Trifling, like that woman said, she's a lazy ass bitch, and she's also trifling in a motherfucker. So, to end the episode, you guys, we ended with Gary pulling up to the salon, and Aaron is freaking out. Now, Aaron, you guys know how I feel about Aaron. I think Aaron is annoying, and Aaron did get on my nerves, to be quite honest with you guys. He got on my nerves because it's like he doesn't want to listen to what people are telling him. Like at the beginning of the episode, the fireman told him like, I don't know anything. Like, we just got here, so we just replaced the people who were overnight. So I don't know. I know only as much as you know, right? Nah, I get it that Aaron got feelings for Karen, so before I even say what I'm about to say, I'm gonna preface it by saying I've said this countless amount of times, you guys. So I don't need anybody saying, but this, but that, but that. I love you guys, but when it comes to Aaron, I just don't understand how Aaron is so deeply in love with Karen. Same way, I don't understand how Fatima and Zach are so deeply in love. Because so there are people who come in my comments like, but y'all go up for Fatima and Zach. I do go up for Fatima and Zach, right? But I've also said the same thing about Fatima and Zach. How have they gotten so to the point where they're in love and want to get married, and it's only been a few weeks? I don't even know if it's been a month, right? Same with Sabrina and Calvin. Same with Danny and Preston, right? But that's neither here nor there, right? So we see Pam. So Pam's old non-acting ass went to Andy's office. Mind you, the coroner at this point still has not been into that damn salon. So we don't know that is Karen's body in that salon. But Pam went over to Andy's office to tell Andy that Karen is deceased. Like, so you finna cause mass hysteria and you don't even know all the facts if that is actually Karen. But okay, Pam, set yourself off, girl, I guess. Go for it. But that's it, you guys. Please let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.